Hi Aries, how are you? I'm good. My name is Lissett. I'm here with your manifestation activation tarot reading, chakra cleanse and frequency activation. I've already performed the chakra cleanse. You can find all the information in my community tab. What I do next is I go in with the sacred geometry activation oracle deck. I find out what frequencies need to be activated, and we go through with some Rider-Waite-Smith system tarot cards. We get a story so you can see what resonates for you. And at the end of this video, we will go into some channel messages, okay? So, Aries, if you would enter into this energetic exchange with me for the greatest good of everybody involved, let's get started, okay? We will get 7 cards for a spread based on these 7 basic principles of manifestation, the 7 basic hermetic principles of manifestation. Holy God. Spirit in the highest living light. 7 cards, please. Okay. Let's get all of our cards. So in the headspace, you've got synergy. In the heart space, romantic love, fertility. In the principle of correspondence here. Cause and effect, you've got Merkaba. In what won't be changed, we've got delight. Your overall rhythm is with the solar plexus chakra. Your whole vibration is with miracle. Let's immediately just get these cards, these Rider-Waite-Smith cards, so that we can get the story, okay? So while I do this, please, I would ask that you ask yourself, what have I been thinking about lately, and how does that make me feel? What have I been feeling about lately, and when I'm having those feelings, what are my thoughts? This manifestation activation should bring your heart and your mind into a better coherence, okay? We're working on your golden compass, all right? Let's go, Aries. Okay. Now, also, let's get this guy lit. This is strong. What? Prairie sage, I think. Okay. In your headspace, what you think about, you will attract to yourself. Number 41, synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of the not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. Synergy, please have a look. Take in the colors and the geometry. I'm going to activate this. It's good for your subconscious to do that. Okay, if you're driving, just look in my community tab. It's there. You've got the King of Pentacles with synergy. So you've been thinking about bringing something solid into the world. But with the synergy, what do I see here? This seems like, I just feel like this is something that you would ride. This just seems like something that's, I just see somebody standing on this thing. What do I see? This is like a craft. This is like, I'm seeing the aircraft here. Okay, Aries, what is this? You might be getting some downloads that are really out there, like really. It's almost as if when you go to sleep, you're going to, I'm seeing somebody who's being, maybe projecting your mind into some craft somewhere. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing some cleansing going on here. Oy, this is very far out, guys. I didn't expect that. Synergy, just have a look, okay? Okay, so with synergy and this King of Pentacles, I think you just really would, I think you may have just been wanting so badly for something solid in the world, for something that you could really depend on. And it seems like, you know, maybe you're saying your prayers at night. I see some entities trying to come in and like stop that, but even I see Spirit protecting, I see Spirit actually protecting you there. So what is this? My God, it's just so, it's very abundant. So there were some serious limiting beliefs going on here, Aries. And so that was keeping you ignorant even of the dangers that were around you. So ignorant is not an insult, it just means that you didn't know. So because of the limiting beliefs, you weren't allowed, you couldn't expand. And you needed this. So in your headspace, there have been some serious removal of limiting beliefs here. And so you may have had some light beings really helping you out. You opened your heart enough. So even if you couldn't comprehend your being, who you are, your spirit was yearning out for to break these limiting beliefs, to break them. And so you wanted to feel stable like a king, like you wanted to have already a reign over your material world. And there were people trying to take that from you. So this is what you are. Okay, so you weren't able to see this, Aries, that actually it's already yours. This is your frequency, Aries. Like, not your frequency. This is what your aura is like the King of Pentacles. Pentacles is money or seeds that are planted that bring abundance, okay? And actually, that's what you are. And there were all these limiting beliefs placed on you, darling, that caused an incongruence between your heart and your mind, because you didn't understand. You couldn't understand. You had this yearning. You knew what you were, where you belonged. You understood your wealth, but you were having trouble breaking through some limiting beliefs, some serious programming. I'm seeing like layers of programming, right? So we all experience this in our own ways. You would know if this is resonating for you. You would understand that you were maybe in a prison of your own mind. And I just see that there's some higher loving light beings that really helped you. So I'm hearing beam me up, Scotty. so and this is in your sleep time, darling. So, and also I just want to say that, you know, your dreams are yours in the end. So if there's anything going on in the dream state, actually, and even while you're dreaming, you may probably know this. So you may be somebody who is aware, lucid dreaming in your dreams. And I just want to say to you that actually your subconscious will give you, if there are any illusions cast or something, or any infiltration, supposedly, you are in your own authority. You are a sovereign being in your own authentic. So no matter what illusions or programming may be cast on you in the waking or dream state, your subconscious and your heart and your spirit, your being, the very essence of what you are, will always give you the hints, will always lead you in the right way. Always follow your curiosity, Aries, and ask the questions, ask the hard questions that you may be hesitant to ask in the midst of confusion, okay? I see that there was some with the synergy. It's almost like the synergy of some outside programming trying to infiltrate even the dream state, and then your higher self in your subconscious working, even your guides, working on a synergistic level to drop those hints, to let you see why were you being challenged in this way, how to clear out these challenges, Aries. This is what I see here, because this is really like yours. You are the king of your existence here. This life is to be whatever you choose it to be in this experience here, Aries. And you're like, Aries is just like, go, 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 right? Like, I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to get what I want. So that's even worse, like almost when it comes to this incongruency of heart and mind. So when there's so many illusions or so many programs, family, friends, media, other practitioners or something, so you weren't going to be under control and manipulation. Your spirit, a lot of beings, higher light. I already said this. I already said guides, higher loving light beings coming through. Look at this. Look at this ship. It's beautiful. it came through to really illuminate things and brighten things up for you. So let's move forward here, Aries. So in the heart space, you've got romantic love. So maybe you really wanted to be free of these limiting beliefs or something, these limits, these shadow illusions or something. And so because your heart is in romantic love, so that's what I see here. I see a bunch of kind of layers of some type of programming or casting of illusion, and then synergistically your whole team coming through for you, especially as you kept exploring your heart, wondering, I feel like this, and my mind is like, I'm not making progress, or I'm feeling confused. There's an incongruency. I just see it so clear. So number 39, perfect for manifestation. It's in your heart space. I equate this with the principle of polarity, because we, in order to really discern what these emotions are, how to use them, how to tap into our energy and motion, and then use that for our manifestations, use what we're feeling for some, I want to say velocity, but it's forward movement, it's traction, not just traction like trajectory. You need to use your emotions and channel that, like maybe with art or whatever your thing is, like whatever makes you enthusiastic. Okay, number 39, romantic love. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. So this is consciousness. This is important. Your heart was desiring a conscious lover, so for which you had to become conscious yourself. Romantic love. Paired with the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is all about a binding, all about worry, anxiety, and this is what you faced. I see that's what you faced, Aries. I know that's what you faced. You faced some sort of trying, something outside of yourself who's trying to bind your beautiful, unique, fiery essence, because you are fruitful, you are abundant, you are going to get whatever you want. You may not hold on to it for very long. I don't see somebody who's really attached to their material things, but also somebody who takes joy in acquiring them, enjoying them. It's like almost, Aries, I see somebody who like wants to explore the world and like play with the things in the world, and I don't see somebody who gets necessarily super attached to the material things. This is maybe why I see this so strong in your energy, because you're able to have a reign over the material world because you're not so attached to it. Like by nature, you enjoy those things. You love the feel of playing, getting your hands dirty here in the world, experiences, and having the resources to have those experiences. I'm seeing somebody rock climbing. I'm seeing somebody jumping out of a plane. I'm seeing somebody, so we need resources to have these experiences. I'm seeing somebody out, I'm looking outside of my window, I'm seeing somebody planting seeds. So maybe you just really enjoy like getting up and going and making things happen, and then like so somebody who can manifest by doing the thing, really getting into the experience of the world, and then you're able to really detach. So you are so abundant and so capable and so driven, and this is why all of this was placed on you, because some other places maybe would want a piece of that, but no, what your heart really desires is to have this experience of romantic love, and so you just had to abolish all of that programming, and you did, like, it wasn't just you prayed for this, and you prayed or you spoke it into existence, whatever your beliefs are. And I see that synergistically your team came through, and not just your team, higher love and light beings. You really opened your mind to even accept help beyond maybe what your ancestors, what you have in your repertoire. So that's co-collaboration in the highest loving light. It's beautiful. But with romantic love here on your heart, that is just, it's precious, and you needed it to be pure here. And you face these shadows of these things or whatever. It could be any impulse in the world trying to bind you, and you faced it even blindfolded. Here, let's move forward. You have the two of Swords here in the principle of correspondence, as above so below. Also equated with your third eye chakra, you've got fertility, which is interesting because she's blindfolded, like I said. Wow, so I was seeing somebody outside planting, and now you've got fertility. 27. The frequency of 29 may be significant because I'm looking at 27 saying 29. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. Number 27, fertility. Okay, please have a look at this beautiful geometry and colors. They're there for a reason, okay? Where you've done a lot, there's been a lot of work going on. I'm going to activate these frequencies for you. And it's all cleaned up, and now we're building and enabling and empowering, okay? So that stuff is the stuff is behind you. I see that clear. Fertility. So well, you were even going through this blindly, and you were having to go through it like centered on and different planes, different dimensions, even on different levels of consciousness, but all in one. I'm just seeing them like, I'm seeing like an accordion, different levels of consciousness, and then on each level of consciousness I'm seeing a guide or some entity, some thing protecting and guiding you. But on each one of, I see Aries and I see an accordion open, and on each one of those little ridges in there, I see you and I see your guide. I see a light being, I see a pure light being, I see a green one. Okay, let's not get too far into that. So, well, it's almost like these swords, kind of like there's just like it's just like on every level, on every sword that they tried to place on you, synergistically, you had a guide and you had somebody dropping you hints, and you investigated and you abolished whatever it was put on top of you. I'm so proud of you, Aries. That binding is gone. Okay, and you must have done it because you're feeling romantic love in your heart, and you're feeling like you can't feel that purely or experience it wholly. But it's maybe because as above, so below, fertility. So this is maybe, okay, obviously, if you're super fertile, then we're going to attract, not even like, it's just noticeable. You're just noticeable, Aries, okay? If you're like going around enjoying life or whatever, and there's some people in some lower densities that they're not doing that, they're going to notice it and they're going to want to have a piece of that, okay? So, but with fertility, I was seeing you in the heart space, like wanting to plant and just like leave it there so you can go on about your business and then like come back. I see you very fertile, like you can trust the ground, you can trust the soil, you can trust your own ability to care for your manifestations, the things that you're planting or the seeds that you're planting. Maybe you're a thought leader and you're planting seeds in people's life, in people's minds, and you trust those people then after you plant those seeds to allow that to flourish in their own life. It could be something like this. Fertility, these are just different examples, okay? With the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is my fork in the road card. It's like, it's not just, it's more nuanced than that. So it's like when you come up to a fork in the road, and when you either take one or the other. And I see that you are not going to go by sight. This is not something that you could do by sight because your sight was casted upon. And you were like dealing with this turmoil on inside, also being very fertile. Maybe this is why you were so hesitant to follow this romantic love feeling when you really wanted it, because you wanted to be in complete control before you experienced this romantic love. I see that. Well, Aries, so you chose the road by your heart, you followed your heart, and you chose the road that you wanted. You came to a fork in the road and you felt it. You went through the heart space here and you just started to follow those clues, follow those cues from your guides, all these different guides that I'm seeing. And then even more help in your dream time. So if your dream time maybe was confusing in any way, when you were getting work with these love and light beings, that was helping you. So this is like the inside of this fertility is like this little part in this fertility that's like this zoomed in. I'm seeing it like zoomed in. I'm seeing that this is the middle part of this fertility zoomed all the way in and focused on astral surgery. Okay, there we are. So, okay, so you followed your heart, actually opened your heart and trusted yourself, and you consented, you called out for help. And that's why these limiting beliefs, like even if you were going through, like I do work here, I literally go in and I find the negative beliefs and I release those, and then I activate the positive beliefs in their place. But I'm human, I'm only human here, right? I am a vessel for this light and I do what I can here, but even I need to ask for help and guidance. And so I see that you did that, and you did it per instinct. You opened your heart, you knew that there's loving, pure loving light. Life is nothing but love. And those other densities, they just have some long way to go before they understand that. But you, Aries, you do understand that. So I see you chose the right path. And when you chose the right path, you may have done this over and over again. I'm seeing a series of choices. What you were taking it seriously. What were you gonna plant in the world? What did you wanna see flourish? And you followed your heart with that. So, and some people were judging you for that. So, but that's not your problem. So, as long as you knew in your heart that it was pure. So, maybe these are people who are close to you also being manipulative and trying to steer you in certain directions, and then you just followed your heart instead of it. So once you choose one road, the other road disappears forever with this card, okay? And you just kept on doing that until you became pure enough to feel okay to have this, to be in romantic love. You don't necessarily have to have a partner. This could just be a very strong yearning and desire that you may be working on, or you have a partner. You may be in a relationship and things were not going good because of something cast on you. Hold on. Oh my gosh, this is good water. Help me with this. Let me slow down here for Aries. Okay, let's go. Moving forward here in cause and effect with Merkaba. Number 32, Merkaba, cause and effect. Every action has a reaction, darling. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into the present to serve our highest purpose. Merkaba. What can you change? You took inspired action. You have the King of Wands here. So as the Pentacles have to do with a grounded energy, things that can grow, things that you can flourish with Pentacles, with these seeds. You can use money to grow and build, but you had to go after it. So this romantic love must have really lit a fire in your heart. It must have really lit a fire in your heart. It had you connect to your Merkaba. So it had you cleanse your Merkaba. So I see the Merkaba as like your auric field, and then you certain parts of you will move with that wherever you need to go, like on different planes of existence in different dimensions, okay? So we're all existing in many places at once. My incense went off. Hold on, guys. Well, you were so passionate that you activated your Merkaba, sweetheart. You activated your Merkaba and you cleansed it out. Let's see. Okay. So you made some changes. What kinds of changes did they make? What did Aries do? No, you just followed your fiery passion over and over again. But actually, I see somebody who maybe you impulsively went into some things, and in the midst of it, or even on the way, this is what really knocked people off their rocker, because they thought they had you, and you could be literally on the way to go do something that actually wasn't of your own volition, but you just manipulation in some way, and then your heart, you learned how to run things through your heart space. And I'm seeing that there was some point where you were on your way to somewhere where something that was going to happen, or you would have made a decision that you couldn't come back from, and you stopped right in the middle of it. And maybe you could see by the reaction around people around you that, like, you followed your instinct. This is strange. I'm reading somebody's energy. So you just see somebody who is like on their way somewhere, all dressed or something, or on their way to go meet with somebody, or take some step, and something was put upon your heart, and you were like, no, actually, I'm not going to do this, and changed your whole entire vibe. You were done. You were like, something came over you, and you didn't do it. You followed spirit, and that actually the reaction by the people around you really helped you to weed out these manipulators. Wow. So that was because you're a king. Like, I'm already seeing very kingly energy, very somebody who has, doesn't have to do with gender. This is somebody who's got a reign over inspired action, who can see things from a bird's eye view and then delegate and really see a whole picture, right? And this is, oh, boy, what is this? Well, some people were not happy about that, and you had to like let them go like that, like, oh, this is cleansing as well for us here. So I'm doing energy work here. So that was some confusion, but it helped you with getting away from some people, especially if like there were results later, like maybe later on, like the next day or something, you saw like that you would have been trapped into something horrible. Like it was like spirit came through, your spirit notified you just in the nick of time. Where like, so I just see that maybe you were in your house. This is strange. I'm just seeing that maybe you were in your house with these people getting ready and blah, blah, blah. And if you would have said no, you would have never gotten them out of your house. This is just, take it as that this is abstract too. It could be. So they come to get you. They're in your house with you. That means you invited these people in, or these entities. These could be ideas. This could be abstract. So they're in your house with you, and then you consent and you go with them, but all of a sudden you revoke consent, but you're already out of your home or out of your own. So they are thinking that they're in motion. They're thinking that they're gaining speed. I keep losing the word. Why do I keep saying velocity? It's just acceleration. And so these entities are already, these people, whatever, they're like calm. They're not as high alert. But since you're already in the motion and you stop right in the middle and revoke consent right there, everything falls apart for them. You go back to your home or your vessel, your consciousness, and you no longer consent, and they cannot follow you into your home anymore. So you take this as it resonates, Aries. Okay, this is you would understand it. So this could be also on astral or something like that. Okay. So with your Merkaba was safe. Here, protected. So that was slick. That was good. All right, moving forward, and what won't be changed with the frequency of delight, number 19. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. Delight. This is like, it's not going to change. This is what you are, and this is why you had your spirit team, and you had to be really slick with whatever that was. Like, they had to get you out of the house. I'm hearing Dochi again, get the fuck out. So, like, you had to, like, take them out and usher them out, and actually, you weren't even faking. Like, you were delightful the whole time. You're like, okay, let's go do it. Your spirit team, like, this is what I mean. Like, your spirit teams, and every dimension, at every level, they got you. Like, I got kicked out, Aries. So, okay, let's just, we'll put the videos together. So let's keep going. Alright, Aries. So moving forward, let's hydrate. I'm glad I had to erase a bunch of videos. Alright, so moving forward here, with the frequency of delight and the principle of gender, it just won't be changed that we need gender to reproduce. So we've got delight, and this is what everyone is so attracted to you for, is this delightful nature that you have. And we've got your first major arcana. Are we recording? Okay, good. We've got your first major arcana, the Chariot. So the Chariot, I think, is Cancer energy. All right. And you're just somebody who will get up and go. And this is what Spirit wants for you. You've done so much work, and other entities and beings have come together also. And the highest living light, there's no rush. But what this message is that now, when you're feeling in your delightful energy and you feel inspired, Spirit would like for you to trust yourself to take inspired action. When you're feeling inspired, and so this may have been exhausting for you, just the realization and having to move forward from it. So you may have really experienced some, not disassociation, some dissonance here. actually lots of dissonance and disillusionment when it comes to certain relationships that you had to go through. And so knowing that could hurt a person, right? So that hurt you, and I'm just seeing that there should have already been some healing going on over here synergistically. So your spirit guides do not bring things to your attention if you're not ready to accept them. You were ready to understand and see things, and your determination to really experience this manifestation, whatever you're applying this reading to, your determination to feel it really expanded, helped you expand yourself. You put a lot of work in. I'm seeing somebody who's doing a lot of working out, exercising to process their emotions and process it, and actually pushing. So you may not have been exercising, but I can relate when I have been exercising, trying to build my body in the past, pushing past your limits, really pushing past that limit, feeling that burn, going those last 2 reps, pushing through, and then you're expanded little by little by little. And this is what spirit team guides, whoever you called upon and believed in, this is what they did for you. They expanded things enough to a point where maybe a year ago, it would have ruined you to see these things. But whatever they were, your own specific story. So, but over time, you didn't worry too much about you were just trusting in your heart, darling. You were able to trust in your heart because you knew something was wrong. You knew there was something limiting. So, but I see that, even higher loving light beings came through to help you, Aries, so that you could be in this delightful energy of yours, darling, and plant things in the world as above, so below. Bring your dreams, your castles that you built in the sky, even from when you were a child, whatever is in your heart, whatever your desire is, Aries. I just see that it's just delightful. And like I said, maybe a year ago or something like that, it would have been devastating, really devastating, and probably scary for you to see exactly the layers of calcification. That it wasn't just the calcification. You already were working. This doesn't have time as an illusion, but I'm using the term a year, but sometime before. So like maybe a year ago, you were already decalcifying your pineal gland and really starting to feel enthusiasm in the world. And so you probably had multiple spiritual awakenings before, but then when we start to make connections in that way and we start to meet people, it doesn't have to be spiritual. So everything is spiritual. Creation as a whole is spiritual. So everything is everything. So when you connect with somebody and you start to build and connect, you get to know that person and you get to know their spirit. And you get to kind of you're interacting and building a working chord relationship there. So well as you started different level, different double, darling, and they were that could have devastated you a year ago, but you are ready right now to take inspired action. It will not change for this manifestation, whatever you're applying this to, for it to come into fruition. You've got to be in this delightful energy, okay? Do whatever brings you happiness and delight, and then you've got to follow that. This is, I think it's Cancer card, and this is a very balanced Cancer card. So you've got to take your inspired action, okay, Aries? Wow. It won't change for this manifestation to come through. When I see these major arcanas, it means you're on your destined path, but it was a long time coming. I see this was a long road coming. You didn't even know you were on it, but now here we are. So I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I never claimed to be a singer. All right, let's keep going. So, this is it still kind of lingers. It just kind of makes you, sometimes worry and doubt comes in which case we just do a little cleanse. Just do a little cleanse on the outside, on the inside with some water. Let's hydrate. Okay. Wow, Aries, this is beautiful. Moving forward, your overall rhythm with the solar plexus chakra, number 3. Okay. The frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. Solar plexus chakra. With the King of Spades, this is what I mean, like, please don't doubt yourself. This is your third king. It's the king. So your heart, so your solar, okay, when it comes to your rhythm, with your daily rhythm, and there's so many messages coming through, thank you for your patience, Aries. When it comes to your rhythm, your solar plexus chakra, it means that you're confident. I see confidence. I see that you know thyself, you know yourself. Actually knowing who you are and knowing what brings you joy and pleasure is actually exactly what why you were able to follow your heart when it came to this romantic love, because I'm going to activate your solar plexus chakra, but it's showing up because it's already there. And you're already a boss, Aries. You're somebody who has a reign over things. Aries is a starter, and in a lot of cultures, the king will lead everybody and will be at the front lines charging into war, right? So this is what I mean. Like, you're meant to be leading your own life, inspired. People trust you. People will follow you. I see a person here that people will follow, because not only do you have the know-how in the material world, you have the know-how when it comes to following and tempering and channeling your passions here. The King of Wands also is an expert at tempering his passions and channeling them into what needs to be done, whatever he's building. And now I see with the solar plexus chakra, you've got the King of Spades, the King of Swords. And when you have the King of Swords, this has to do with the thought realm, Aries. Libra is your polarity, maybe something having to do with Libra, okay? So this is balance. This is, you might be in your North Node, baby. Oh my God, I'm calling you baby. Why? What's up with that? Channeled state. So that may have been like a guide or somebody coming through too. Well, what I'm saying is that you can trust yourself, whatever your plans are in your rhythm, in your day. So you may be somebody who already has rhythms, you already have like routines and stuff, and you can implement more and more. I'm seeing more and more being implemented into, so it's time for you now to start building more on your manifestation. You can make changes. You can start putting in little adjustments and stuff, because you're tactical and you're strategic, and Spirit wants you to know in your daily rhythms, as you're going in and out of your creative flow of whatever you still have going on, Spirit's saying, like, do whatever you can to be delightful, and so that you could follow this. This is a destined path card, you understand? So you need to be able to get up and go charge toward what you want, Aries. It's perfect for you. You have got the discernment here with the King of Swords. So moving forward in your overall vibration, number 33, miracle, the principle of vibration. Everything is always moving, right? So the frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Miracle. With your next major arcana, it is the Wheel of Fortune. This is going to bring you so much abundance. Like, you were down, like you were on your way up. You were on your way up this wheel. Like, you were already on your way up, and they wanted to put you like this. Like, they wanted to take your place almost. Like, not take your place, but they wanted to be, it's almost like a group of people wanted to be up there with you, and but then you were getting pushed down, and it just like, that's why you stopped in your tracks and you revoke consent. This is what I see, Aries. So this is a major arcana for you. In the Wheel of Fortune states, what goes up must come down. But in the end, it's always God. It's always our higher selves. It's always our higher selves. You see that hand that's turning the wheel? So it wasn't you that got knocked off. I see you up on top, Aries. Okay? Miraculously, you got out of this. It seems like a miracle to whoever was trying to manipulate you. And I'm seeing people that were trying to manipulate you from different places in the world, like in the physical realm, in the thought realm, in the spirit realm, like, or it doesn't have to be that, like, this is, I do spirituality. It could be work. It could be like at work, and then like at the gym, like your workout buddies or the people on your sports team or something. So, well, you just had to clean up a little bit. You had to clean up your circle, okay? Like, that's all you had to do in the world. Like, you just had to follow your heart and take the steps and walk by faith. And I'm just seeing a bunch of people in the spirit realm, seeing a pure heart, somebody who's got something good to bring into the world, somebody who is in this energy of the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords. So this is like earth realm, fire realm, and thought realm, or air realm, in a beautiful balance. Somebody who's got a reign over it, who can do things by their own volition. So, and that is why you are in this, taking this inspired action, delightfully taking this inspired action, Aries, with miracle, is going to bring you your fortune. You have money coming through, and it may have been all you wanted to like live romantically. So maybe your heart wasn't, before all of this, maybe you were not feeling romantic or poetic about life. So the romantic aspect of love has got to do with like the feminine, with receiving and giving, receiving and giving. And Aries is a go, go, go energy. I'm seeing king energy 3 times here. And then like this is a man on here. So you are already with this energy, but when romantic love came into your heart space and you had to deal with the polarities of that, you started to become more receptive also to the things that were going on around you. When you want to bring somebody into your romantic sphere, that is very close relationship. So everything else in that sphere of your life is going to affect then that romantic love. And that was like, oh no, whatever these people were, whatever they saw you following some whimsy of romantic love, and they didn't like it, and they put all kinds of work on you. But no, your guides came through and really cleaned this up for you. You're very fertile with romantic love on the mind, as above, so below. Look, miraculously, Aries, you are going to get whatever your heart desires. Fortune is what is on your heart. What is fortune in your heart? You may not be somebody who thinks, having crazy amounts of money is the fortune. It could be, though. It could be, that you really value your wealth and vitality and your ability to move freely in the world, and that's what's going to bring you this fortune. Whatever it is, Spirit wants you to be delightful, play, do the things. You are very confident, okay? That's what attracted these people to you in the beginning. So I think I'm finding you, like, I think this reading is like kind of, I'm just seeing a silver lining. So behind whatever you went through. Wow, Aries, let's keep going, okay? I mean, with the video stopping too, granted, I needed space, but everything happens when it happens for a reason. So, okay, let's get some cards out. Let's see a little bit more about the story, okay? Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. The Wheel of Fortune twice. Magician, and wow. Okay, let's keep going. So, in synergy with this King of Cups, that all happened. It's coming out here with the 10 of Cups. This card is all about emotional satisfaction, contentedness with the people that you love, feeling happy, feeling joy, being able to be yourself. I'm feeling my heart space, but from the back, I'm feeling the back of the heart space through the front of the heart space just open, like I'm seeing like a beam of the heart. It's really beautiful. It's really nice. So with romantic love in the heart space, you've got with romantic love in the heart space, and then the 10 of Cups coming out in the mind space, this is bringing a balance, a congruency that I was seeing that it needed to be brought into congruency. It's beautiful. I love it. So romantic love number 39, you did have this binding on you when people were trying to like bind your emotions or something, which is impossible. What's happening in your heart is yours alone. It belongs to your essence. It belongs to your spirit, which is pure and solid across all dimensions and every level. That is your essence. It is your signature. So what is happening in the heart space is yours. The mind is an ego space, and they were trying to use ego space tactics over your heart. No way, Jose. And now you've got the 6 of Coins. This is a balance. That was charitable. There were some people who came in and they were loving with you, and they were charitable with their time, and they held space for you and let you express yourself as well. And that's beautiful. And those are the new relationships that you are going to be building then after whatever it was that you had to let go of, Aries. That was good. So that's so good that people were holding space for you. And when romantic love comes, then we practice before the actual romantic love comes into our life, and we have that. we're going to then practice with those people in our life, and we need a safe space to bring. We're going to love our partner as much as we love ourselves. And truly, if you're that inspired by romantic love, you're really going to not expose them to some things. Like, those things were not on your actual frequency, that wasn't your essence, and you were able to recognize it, and now there's a balance, and I think it's beautiful. So then with the fertility, this just explains it. So with fertility and as above so below, you choosing to walk by faith and not by sight, and then allowing that other road to just crumble and fall away. I just see it disintegrating, dismantled, disintegrating. Whatever that road was, you even almost got, like, I'm seeing somebody getting in the car, going somewhere, almost going to make a decision that you wouldn't have been able to come back from, but you immediately, in the right moment, in the right time, it had to be in that little space, like, of your home. So it could have been like your temple, like, finally this entity or these beings or whoever they were, they thought they got you out of your body and that they were going to control you. You were like out of your home, you were going with them, blah, 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 but that to go do the thing. And in transit, in that little space, I see that's where spirit wanted you. Even that had to be terrifying, because it was like the final inning, and like almost there. And you made them go into overtime when you abandoned the game. I'm talking about, like, I just see that, like, that was hard. You realized right there, like, I'm not going to do this. And you went away, and it had to be right there so that they couldn't get back into your home. And that was like cutting it close, but no. And then you walked away from them. It revealed these people's masks. The road not only disintegrated and dismantled and fell apart, I'm seeing it fall into the ground. I'm seeing a road fall into the ground when you went off on your way, and I'm seeing that's for them to deal with. Like, you can't just like think that you're gonna manipulate people and things are gonna go fine. Like, you got to do the right thing, and you just walked away. So because you realized, like, this isn't the right thing, and you walked away, and that was it. You washed your hands of it. Yay, go Aries. So moving forward, you have got in cause and effect. So what did you change? You activated your Merkaba with your passion, and now you are double confirmation, Wheel of Fortune. You are going to change things. Whatever it is that you want to bring into fruition here, you're going to be very fortunate with this manifestation, Aries. So everybody's always manifesting. We're always going to, this is why I asked you to think about what evokes emotions in you. Think about your emotions, like the kind of thoughts that come along when you're feeling very strongly. And because we're always going to be bringing in our own vibration, and we're always manifesting. That's what we do. We're creators here. So with the Wheel of Fortune, it means that you are on your destined path, and you're going to create whatever makes you feel wealthy and whole and fortunate. Here, because of the changes, keep on following your passions and go into, you need to be also knowing your own essence. Please, Aries, take a moment, take 5 minutes, take 10 minutes of the day, before bed, after bed, maybe on your break at work or whatever. Go on your walks, connect with nature, because that's going to connect with yourself. You need to be keeping your auric field clean. Your Merkaba needs to be just always getting your love and attention, always getting your love and attention. So you can do that with Agua Florida, cleanse your energy. You can call through the Sky Star Chakra into your crown chakra. You can do these kinds of meditations to spread out loving light beings. You can choose whatever loving light frequencies that you call down. You have already worked very closely with the higher loving light realms. This is what I see here with synergy and with that craft. So you can also keep your Merkaba and your meditations, call down the loving light white through the Sky Star Chakra, in through the crown chakra, and do your meditations. Keep your Merkaba nice, all right? Because you're working with this Wheel of Fortune energy. Wheel of Fortune energy. Okay, I love it. It's for you, Aries. So let's move forward. So the delight with the Queen of Wands. So delight with the Chariot energy, and then the Queen of Wands here in this deck. Actually, the Queen of Wands, it comes with a small warning not to get too cocky and to consider other people around you sometimes, okay? Because you get into it and you're like, go, because in this deck, she is dancing and showing out a little bit. And that's okay. We all flex. We flex here and there, but it's just maybe a warning to stay humble, okay? You can be cocky and you can flex and you can just be yourself with the people around you because that's what you're meant to do. But also try to stay humble in certain situations. Just like people have held space for you, hold space for others as well. This is what I'm saying. It's not going to change. Like, well, you're going to be in this delightful energy, following your dreams, taking inspired action, going for what you want with this chariot energy. I'm seeing with the Queen of Wands, also to be actively listening to those that are now safe with you and hold space also for them at the same time, okay? This is it's your choice who you involve in your creations, okay? When you're in this delightful energy, it's your choice who is involved in that, and that's okay. But also hold space for them if you bring them in, okay? So moving forward, so that may have been something too, like those others, with those other energies, maybe that's what this whole experience was, kind of a humbling experience for you, to be aware all the time of your very strong and potent energy, because some entities outside, if you're not also holding the space to be receptive of how they're reacting to your energy, then you don't get clues about what their true intentions are. So this is also not just to be humble, not to be cocky, but actively listening, so you can also be aware of what's going on around you, okay, all the time. And that's good, because then if you have safe people around you, it just means that you can also find out where your services may be needed in the world, because I see that the people around you actually really held space for you. It was a very warm and loving and comforting feeling to me when I felt that. So also please hold space for those people around you, okay? Moving forward, now, oh my gosh, solar plexus chakra with the King of Swords, and then the Magician. Okay, Aries? So the Magician is another major arcana, and the Magician is having to do with you already having everything that you need for your manifestation. Be confident with you. This is another reason, like, I was using the word maybe humbling, or maybe like make sure you're holding space for other people. It's not like, because it's easy to get in your own world when you're like fertile and you're feeling romantic love and delight, and you're making changes, and you're also the leader. Take time to look back at those who are following you and check on them and things like that, okay? Because you are really bringing things that you're manifesting. Big manifestation energy, big master manifestation energy here. And so moving forward, this is beautiful. This is what was meant to happen. So moving forward here with miracle number 33, with the Wheel of Fortune, the 9 of Swords is coming out again. This is another reason why you need to take time when you're building and building and building and building. You're so excited because these bindings, this is just some ghosts that will try to haunt you or something like that. Spirit wants you to know you have got what it takes to keep your energy cleansed with this Merkaba. Keep your Merkaba, keep your auric field cleansed, okay? Just like your body is your vessel, your Merkaba is the vessel that will transport you, okay? You want to keep that also clean. What is it? This 9 of Swords. So this is another reason why you need, this is what I said, okay? So this is just you learn your lesson. This was a humbling experience for you. Learn your lesson, because this vibration is miraculous and it is fortunate, and it's going to attract others like that. This is just a little heads up, a warning. Like, also this is new level, new devil, darling. Oh, this is a beautiful reading. Okay, Aries, let's move forward and let's start with some channeled messages. Oh, just clean these up a little bit. Wow. It was a little bit discombobulated there, like with the video stopping, and that was it was just a reflection of like inconveniences and stuff like that. Don't worry about it. Like just keep on going. Take note. Keep going. Keep doing your best. If you don't give consent, you're not going to be involved. You already accidentally kind of gave consent to be binded with that 9 of Swords energy. And now that you have revoked your consent, I don't see you giving it again. But I see people trying to get your consent to be binding you. You're just very, very fortunate, very wealthy, abundant energy, and a master manifester with your solar plexus and the magician. So people like want a piece of that, and that's why you're so valuable. And there are many people that you are happy to share that with and inspire with. But just make sure you are keeping things kosher, and you can trust yourself. You can trust yourself now. The emotional healing, the people that were holding space for you, maybe you got a therapist or something like that, maybe the romantic partner that you want, maybe you actually already got the romantic partner that you were desiring in your heart space that kicked all this having to clean these people out. So you can trust yourself here. You've come a very long way by walking by faith, because you didn't know, but now you do know. And so this is what Spirit is saying, that don't be surprised when others try to do it again. And also, you won't give consent, you'll be fine. So let's keep going. We've got these In the Shadows cards. Let's see what Spirit in the Highest Loving Light, Aries, April 2025, Manifestation, Activation, Tarot reading. What shadows did my Aries have to face in the Highest Loving Light? 3 cards, please. Aries, I was careless with you. I took the easy way out. I don't trust you. They didn't see. This is another thing. Like, it was kind of there's gonna be some emotional healing that needs to go on, because they didn't trust you to make your own decisions. They wanted to like steer your decisions and stuff. Like there's like a handler energy that was almost. This could have been people from your childhood or something that knew you before you had your own discernment or whatever. So, and then they try to like do that in your adult life after you've already developed all your skills and everything. And no, it says, I was careless with you. I took the easy way out. And they didn't trust you. They thought they were not careless. They took the easy way out, but you revoked consent. And they learned that they were careless. So, okay, so we're going to get responses with these messages of closure. How did you deal with this? These could be from your higher selves, from your ancestors, from your guides, okay, or the higher selves of those people that you're no longer in contact with. So, I was careless with you. Yes, I heard you. Now they heard you. Hold on. Or maybe let me see. What's the rest of them? Let's see the story here. Spirit in the Highest Loving Light. What is it? I took the easy way out. Sometimes I didn't know what they didn't know what to do for themselves, and they just like eye on the prize. They just saw your beautiful energy, and they were like laser focused on taking it. Like, I see a lustful energy. I see somebody licking and smacking their lips. They took the easy way out. Like, even careless with themselves. There's a lot of closure that wants to come out. Let's see. Okay, I don't trust you. I care too much about others' opinions. So this had to be maybe some people from your, I'm an energy work, okay? I stem, all these things. I'm not pushing you away. It's just that energy is just like trying to latch into the back. I feel it. Like, they don't trust you because they don't trust themselves, and they're just going off other people's opinions and then hurting somebody they were meant to love, and it's horrible. So I am with our ancestors. This is, your ancestors came through. Please, your ancestors want you to acknowledge them. Talk to your ancestors. I'm hearing grandmother. Talk to your grandmother, okay? It could be any grandmother, and I'm seeing somebody under the moon. I'm seeing magic. I'm seeing an old woman under the moon by a fire, a full moon. This is talk to your ancestors under the moon, okay? That's just the message. So let's keep going for guidance, okay? For meditation and guidance and comfort. For comfort and also charity toward your family members, because they're on the other side looking over you all the time, and it's saying, please acknowledge me. Let's work it out. Let's go. Okay, all right. Messages of love from the universe. Let's lighten things up here a little bit, Aries. Messages of love, please, Spirit, from the universe. Marriage. This relationship is moving toward a sacred union. So probably that was it. Like, those people, they thought they were gonna lose you, and they were gonna lose you to marriage. But they could have had you also in appropriate relationships with them. You wanted romantic love. And Spirit is giving you this comfort message of love. This relationship is moving toward a sacred union. If that's what you want, you know what you want, you know what. You know what it is, okay? It could be a marriage to your work. It could just be a commitment, recommitment to yourself. Marriage of minds. It could be that in creation, like a marriage of minds. Ooh, co-creation, a marriage of minds. That's a beautiful. I'm feeling so inspired when I see that. It could be that. So play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other, okay? What? I like it. I like it, Aries. It feels really light. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. See, so it doesn't have to be marriage. It could be marriage, romantic love. It could be friendship. Either way, play hard, okay? It's find time to play, laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other, because it's delightful energy. That's what everybody wanted in the beginning, and you cleaned up just so you could enjoy it. So you gotta stay light, okay? You gotta play. So let's look into your feminine and masculine energies, and then that's gonna translate into any relationship that you have outside of yourself, okay? Spirit, I still feel the pain. Masculine says, I still feel the pain. I feel so happy with you, though. So you're going to still be feeling the pain from before. You had a lot of kingly energy, masculine energy, and when your feminine energy started getting activated, when you started to desire romantic love. So there was like a balancing with that 6 of coins that came through, and that card wants out. I want to make amends. So I still feel pain. So the person on your mind, they may have had to go through some pain of rejection while you were cleaning all that up, and now you're just gonna, like, either whether it was a friendship or a marriage, for you guys to be playing hard. There's still some pain and there's still some amends to be made there, but that's okay. We're building and we're creating. Now you have relationships with people who hold a safe space for you to express yourself or be yourself, or you just share your joy and your pain and anything, your sorrows, your confusion, your ideas, a sounding board to bounce things off of. So you have to be in this delightful energy where you can go like the chariot toward your goals and dreams, and you need to play hard and feel happy with these people, and that is going to build a safe foundation for these relationships, whether it's marriage or friendship or both. A beautiful marriage that where you're friends first. That is beautiful. A marriage where you're friends first is definitely more likely to last. Let's see the response with the Divine Feminine. Let's go. I still feel the pain. Just being near you is intoxicating. This relationship is going to intoxicate you where that pain is not felt anymore. Just being near you is intoxicating. You're going to be intoxicated with this enthusiasm. I want to tell you how I feel so happy with you. So masculine aspect, this get up and go, feels happy, feels inspired. I'm seeing somebody moving, even talking, but like kind of rocking because you're so excited and happy. And then I want to tell you how to feel. So now the feminine aspect, after being receptive and finding the clues and investigating the clues about how to keep things kosher for manifesting, keep everything good and light, I see that now the feminine aspect also wants to take initiation and say, I want to tell you how I feel. I want everything that your feminine aspect had to receive. It's all like filtered out through your new level of consciousness, and you're ready to express that. I think it's beautiful. I want to make amends. One more. Get up off me. The energies like that second Nine of Swords, they're just like curious or whatever. Okay, just like that. Just be like that, okay? So I want to make amends. I know I was a distraction from your pain. So maybe you were like in and out with that relationship, Aries, while still dabbling with those other things, and you just have to make amends because you were going toward this love or this friendship, and not only for the delight and the happiness and just like the friendship or the marriage or whatever, the relationship for what it was, and like the joy that it drives you, but also it was a distraction from your pain, and that's okay. We want to distract our loved ones from their pain and frustrations, but now it's time to make amends for that because everything is cleaned up so nicely. Let's close this reading out with some wisdom of the oracle cards, okay? Alright, Aries, this was your manifestation activation tarot reading. Let's see. A leg up. You've got a leg up. This one has come out in so many readings recently. Now you've got a leg up because you've worked so closely with your guides. I saw that accordion and all the different guides assigned to all the different like different dimensions where you exist or something, all the different aspects of you. I saw you with different guides, so you've got to like up, because now you also went through that so that you could interact and have the experience of you're just having an experience. Experience builds character. So okay, co-create. You're ready to co-create in this relationship. I love it. I think it's perfect. Like I see the feminine aspect wanting to take action, and I see the masculine aspect learning to be receptive, and I think it's beautiful. Now, I want to make amends. I know it's a distraction from your pain. We are ending this reading with peace. And actually, on co-create, there's like an egg there, and now there's an egg there too of peace. And we did have fertility, so you may be expanding your family or expanding your repertoire of creations, whatever it is. Okay, whatever you're making. That is beautiful. Okay, Aries, that was your manifestation, activation, tarot reading, chakra cleanse, and frequency activation for April 2025. I'm Carol Lissett. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.